Everybody, welcome to Wednesday. It's 7:04. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I hope you guys all had a fabulous day yesterday and that today looks promising as well as we approach the Christmas holiday. We are 1 week away.
That's crazy. 1 week. Feels like at least 3.
The way you said that, that's crazy. It was like you rehearsed it on the way in. Oh, Jake.
Well,
Oh, we are 1 week away from the holiday. And if you haven't gotten your shopping underway, it's about time. It's about time to get that stuff done. What do we have for you today on the show? Well, lots of discussion. We have a Your Call Wednesday coming up in the Wednesday hour, you guys. In the Wednesday hour, you can call those requests in, text them in. No, in the 8 o'clock hour, you can send those in to us. And we'll also talk to Rich DeRocher. So we'll see what's going on over there. Don't forget, don't sleep on that team shop. It really is really awesome. If you guys haven't been, if you have a football fan in your life, doesn't matter what team, that's the place to go for real. Like it's in stock. You don't have to order it from NFL.com. You don't have to, do any of that. You can literally walk in and walk out with it. So if you've procrastinated, it's a great option. But we'll talk to Rich coming up next hour. Yesterday, Jacob made me so proud.
Oh. Yeah.
He did his good deed.
I did my good deed.
He did. And let me tell you something. For someone who said that they were like a little standoffish, I understand sometimes when you see someone from the Salvation Army or a Boy Scout troop or a Girl Scout troop or something like that standing at the doors of your grocery store, you're kind of like, oh. And for me, more it's the kids because they like get up in your business and they're like, will you buy? And I can't say no. And I can't say no. So, I mean, it just means I'm back at, okay, fine. Yeah. Let me, how, $25 for popcorn. No, sorry. But yesterday, Jake is like, he should be the official bell ringer for the Salvation Army. This man stood there for 2 hours and never stopped ringing the bell.
Nope.
Never stopped. In all seriousness, though, the Red Kettle campaign is down significantly and they need our help. So we were happy to spend a couple of hours yesterday ringing the bell. We appreciate our listeners that came out to see us. We actually had some listeners stop by, make a donation, say good morning to us, which was awesome. We appreciate you guys more than you know. They also need bell ringers up until Christmas Eve. So if you have an hour of time, and I will promise you, okay? If you need help getting into the holiday spirit, go ring the bell. I'm not even kidding. And I say that just because Christmas is about giving, right? It's not necessarily all about receiving. And yesterday we had some of the kindest people stop by the kettle, give money.
Yeah.
We got a few. I'll get you on the way out. And guess what?
They did.
They did. They came back and they definitely donated. And we actually had somebody use the QR code. You can use Apple Pay. You can use Google Pay. If you're a Google Pay user, we watch somebody do a transaction and you can then choose Venmo or PayPal from there. So all of that is an option. It's super easy. It's never been easier to donate and help out your local Salvation Army. So if you see a bell ringer, first of all, thank them because the lady that we replaced for a couple of hours, she was there all day yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's a volunteer job. Like she's doing that out of the goodness and the kindness of her heart to help others in our community. So thank the bell ringers for donating their time and make a donation if you can. A little bit goes a really long way. So I had to brag on you a little bit because
it was a good time. I recommend doing it. I recommend doing it with a friend.
Yeah. So you're not by yourself. It gets
Yeah.
a little, Okay, let's go to the text line real quick and check in with some of our friends this morning who have checked in with us. We appreciate you guys so much. Navy Mom checking in. She was the first one this morning. The very first one. That's for you, proud Navy Mom. Let's see. Who else? Good morning, Lauren and Jake. Mr. Kim Bolton checking in. Hope y'all had a great day. We did have a great day yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Good morning, early risers. Lady Trucker checking in. Shout out to my son and his 24th birthday. Well, good morning to you, Lady Trucker, and happy birthday to your son. I hope it's a great day for him. Good morning, early risers. Breakfast Boss checking in. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to you as well. We're halfway there. Soapbox Derby Grandma checking in. Good morning. Midnight Aid checking in. Hope you had a great day. Last night was my Friday. Gotcha. I'm a little jealous that yesterday was your Friday. We still have a couple days over here. After girl checking in. One more day for me this week. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. And Lucky, we are here through next Monday, Jake and I.
Yeah.
It's fine. We like being here with you guys, but I have a feeling a lot of you guys are going to be leaving us because you're going to be taking your vacation, and then it's going to be really lonely.
Yeah, it's going to be very lonely.
I know. It's like crickets around here in this building, I'm telling you. Mustache Master checking in. Don't you hate it when you leave your phone at work? It's so uncomfortable not having your phone when you're driving. Oh, I know. Like, we used to do this all the time, right? Like, I don't know how my parents raised me and couldn't check Life 360. I've talked about this before. Mustache Master checking in. Oh, I already read yours. I'm sorry. Good morning, early risers. Happy hump day. Marathon Man is picking up his shirt this week. Super excited. Closing in on 4,000 miles, too. That is so awesome. Congratulations. And I'm so glad you're getting that shirt. Guess what's coming in the mail for me today? Actually, it's today, I think. My official Q92 hoodie from the Q92 merch store. Yep, that's right. You heard it. You need a gift for somebody? You want to get something for yourself? Get an Early Risers hoodie. Get a Q92 Morning Show shirt featuring the incredibly adorable Mike, Christian's favorite cartoon microphone, or just some general branded Q92 stuff. You can get it all over at Q92radio.com by clicking on that merch tab. Good morning, guys. Wishing my daughter good luck in her wrestling match today. Bank manager dad. Well, best of luck to her. That's awesome. Go kill it, girl. Good morning, crypto dad and bit daughter checking in. Go get that crypto before it goes higher. Thank you for the tip for all of our listeners. I'd have to go do that. All right, guys, keep checking in with us. We absolutely love it. 330-269-9292. That is the text line. 330-450-9292. If you want to pick up the phone and give us a call, we'd love to hear from you. Right now, it's Megan Trainor and Criminals. We'll be back in a few.
Yeah, I got you. It happens. It happens. Tell you what else I want to hit on today. This not daughter stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's tough decisions to make sometimes.
Oh.
Now, she's going to be 18 next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's an adult.
Yep.
Right?
Well, legally, yeah.
Now, this is not the first time she brought it up to us, and she talked to us again about it last night. Her boyfriend's sister is getting married in Florida next year.
Mm-hmm.
They have asked her to go with them to said wedding in Florida.
Who's they?
Next year. Boyfriend's family.
Okay.
Now, when I hear that initially without any type of context or anything, I automatically, my dad, no.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I go, no! Then I go, okay, Christian, A, just the not father. You're not really the father. Second of all, she's going to be 18. Third of all, still don't like it. My brain goes to them in Florida together. Who's staying where? What's the hotel? What are we? Why is the no?
Right.
With a side of no.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it turns out they want to stay there for like 2 weeks. Just found that out last night. And I said, no, wait. I said, what? And that's when you know you got me. When I start going, what? And I start saying half words.
Yeah.
That's when you know that I'm really like, oh, wait. Who? And she mentioned that his family would love to sit down with us to discuss everything, to go over our concerns, go over questions, which I think is very adult.
Yes.
Which I think is very honest.
Yes.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Just the offer, like, hey, they don't want to just have the kids talk about it. They want the parents to sit
As
down
they should.
and be like, hey,
Yeah.
here's the problem. I have a hard time seeing myself saying this is okay without talking to their parents. And because to me, it doesn't pass the say it out loud dad test. Not my daughter, my not daughter. 2 full weeks.
Here's the thing.
Not with friends, not with girls for spring break, which tons of things can happen with girls in spring break. Let's not pretend like spring break is just girls braiding each other's hair. I'm not ignorant to that.
Yeah.
And I respect and I'm glad that his parents would like to sit with us.
Of course.
To talk about it. That shows transparency.
Okay, that's fine. But that still doesn't mean you're going to be comfortable at the end of the day letting her go for 2 weeks.
But I'm like, man.
Here's my question.
2 weeks? Where are we sleeping? How are we monitoring? Are their parents feel the same way we do about?
You're going to find out when you sit down and talk to them.
You know what I mean?
I do. I have an 18-year-old daughter.
And I'm like, man, it is crazy the predicaments that kids put you in when they're in their teen years. You got to sit there and be like, you know what? Good kid, responsible kid, but damn. That's asking.
Listen, just because she's 18, that's not the magic adult number. That might be the number that she's allowed to get into the club or whatever it is that you can do when you turn 18 now. As long as she's living in your home, you are still entitled to have rules.
2 weeks just seems like a long time.
It is a long time. It is a long time. You want to be grandparents?
Well, I mean, no.
I'm just saying. Listen,
I would like to think
we were all that age.
I know if it was me and I had someone else's daughter or son, I promise you I would police the hell out of it.
And maybe they will. And maybe you'll come out of this conversation feeling really good about it and you'll let her go. But
would you?
Hold on. But just because you are not her father, she still lives in your home. And you and Jamie need to talk about and be united in what your decision is. And you need to stand behind it together.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
The 2 week, that's the second week we've talked about like flying her home after a week.
Yeah, she's 18. She can travel by herself. We're going to use the 18 card.
Jamie's even got some free flights from
there you go. Boom. Free
flights.
About
that. Getting to go down, enjoying the little vacay, enjoying the wedding. Mm-hmm. And then
Thanks so much for waking up with us and having us on this morning as you're headed out the door to work, to school. That's right. There's still some school happening. Good luck to all you high schoolers that are going in for your exam schedules this week. It's not going to be too much longer before these kids are out of school. I think probably like Thursday, Friday is like the last day for everybody. So lucky. I miss those days.
Yeah, you just watch movies because that's all you have to do.
Right. Like there was no expectation really.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel bad for my kids because like I'll get home and I'll be like, all right, unload the dishwasher. All right. Like I'll give them some things to do. Now, they're not like overloaded with work. Do not get it twisted because they are definitely not. But they do help out a little bit here and there. But for the most part, they get to relax. Like my son's going to be home in an hour and a half from school for the day. So tough day. My daughter's working. Shout out to you, girl. I'm so proud of you. She's working as much as she can on break from college. So
Get that money.
yeah, she's saving up. Anyhow, actually, she's probably in the car right now. So if you're listening, sometimes she does. A lot of times she doesn't.
Well, can't really blame you.
Oh, drive careful, honey. Anyhow, good morning to you guys. Let's go back to the text line here really quick. We had some more check-ins. Pink Jeep Girl checking in. Good morning. Good morning, early risers from Hot Shot Mark. Gonna be an extra caffeine day. I hear you on that. Like it's so weird because sometimes she, or I'm sorry, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be wide awake. I'll be like, all right, let's do this. And then like I'll follow the same exact schedule. Nothing's changed. And I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I just got hit by a bus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe it's like quality of sleep at night. I don't know. Good morning, Lauren and Jake. Marsh checking in. Have an awesome holiday. You too, Marsh. You too. Enjoy. Good morning for Cat Lady from Cat Lady and her mom. Good luck to all the teachers this week too. Yeah. I mean, these teachers, especially these elementary school teachers, Godspeed. Godspeed. I mean, these kids are going to be bouncing off the walls. They know the party's coming. They know the Santa's coming. Like they know they don't have to go to school. They can do whatever they want. Are you kidding? They're going to be nuts. Good morning from Shower Aid Mama here at work. Let's get this day started. Someone asked where she worked. She actually works with some exceptional individuals. She works at an awesome place. I can tell you that. She gets to do what she really, really loves and take care of clients that she really, really cares for. So she's a hard worker and this is like the perfect job for her. So
It really is, actually.
it is
Yeah.
like she got very lucky to be able to be doing this. So earlier I was kind of talking about how when I was growing up, I don't know how my mom survived because, well, I mean, first of all, thank God she didn't have Life 360. But I said I couldn't imagine not having Life 360 to watch my kids. Like Tony will sometimes be like, hold on a second. How do you think your parents did that? And it's like, oh, yeah, I mean, I guess. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'm better parents than mine were. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like, it got me thinking like of all of the things that like, dang, like, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have it today. Like
Yeah.
if back in the day, I mean, I guess you didn't know any better. Like my parents didn't know any better.
Yeah, like people like 10 years from now are going to say the same thing about us.
I know. And they're going to have even I mean, kids will have like embedded air tags or something to
Yeah.
track. I don't know. I'm kidding about that because that would be way overstepping. But, yeah, I mean, like it got me thinking about things that we have today that we didn't back then. And like, how would you live without them? Like, uh, I mean, let's just even break it down, like call waiting. Actually, there was a moment in my life where call waiting existed and my sister didn't heed that warning. I'll tell you that story coming up. Had to do with me being in the hospital and she wouldn't click over because she was on the other line with her boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get into that coming up. Right now, I've got Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande. Oh, Santa. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming real soon, guys. We're a week away. It's Q92.
Well, you want to know how weird?
Today's hit music, Q92. You're listening to the Q92 Morning Show. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. It's Wednesday. It's 1 week away from the big day. Yep. Christmas is right around the corner. This has been going so fast this month, this entire month. It's nuts. Good morning, Shower Aid Mama here at work. Let's get this day started. Good morning to you, Shower Aid Mama. DJ Dinger and his ladybug checking in. Hope y'all have a great day. We hope that for you guys as well. Good morning, Tech Girl checking in. 72 hours until Christmas break. I'm so jealous. So jealous. Anyhow, before the break, we were kind of talking about things that we didn't have kind of growing up. Oh, hold on. I missed another one. Good morning to you, Tiffany. I love your daughter. Thank you. I love my daughter too. She's pretty awesome. You're so kind. And I'm glad you're okay, by the way. Yesterday, I know you had some problems. So, oh yeah, I see that. My daughter turned 17 on Christmas Day. Okay, Tiffany. Well, good. I'm glad everything's good, but happy birthday to your daughter too. Nikki, checking in. Good morning. Wishing the two of you a wonderful day. Thank you, Nikki. We appreciate you. Before the break, I was kind of talking about the things that I don't know how my parents did without. Like you don't know what you don't know, if that makes sense. I know back in the day, it was would have been my 20th birthday. Tony was following me and, we had gone out to dinner. He had left his car at the time. He worked for Saturn. Excuse me. He, left his car at work. We went out to dinner. I drove. And then we were going back to his parents' house after dinner and, my back right tire blew out. I went off the side of the road, but the drop off, the berm was too extensive and went down in a ditch and wrapped my car around a telephone pole.
Oh,
You guys, it had a happy ending. I'm here. But I also got a brand new car from my husband and got him to say he wanted to be my husband because he had my engagement ring. He found me, had to pull me out of the car. I didn't come to until after paramedics came and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of scared him into proposing, which is fine. I mean, here we are 22 years later.
Aye, aye, aye.
But the police department kept trying to get a hold of my parents and they kept calling our home phone and no one was answering. The answering machine wasn't picking up nothing. And it's because my sister was on the other line talking to her boyfriend and she would not click over.
Oh,
So they did back then, they could do an emergency breakthrough. The police department actually had the phone company break through as she was talking to her boyfriend and go, I'm sorry, is this the residence of, she's been in an accident. We need someone to come meet us at the hospital.
yeah. That's kind of cool that they could do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But they had to break through like that
well,
because
yeah, it was an emergency. They had to.
Right,
Right. Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
But we had call waiting. In fact, I'm pretty sure we had caller ID, but you remember how it used to be not on the phone? It was a little box by the phone. So she actually had to get her butt up and go look and see who was calling on the other line that she obviously did not do. Otherwise, she would have seen it was the police department.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it just kind of takes you back to what we didn't have. Someone texted dial-up internet. Laugh my butt off. These kids these days could not handle it. I 100% agree with you. They would melt. You know what? But in fairness, I think I might too. I don't think I could do without. I really don't. I mean, I know that's terrible. It's probably horrible to admit. But I'm being honest. I mean, we're spoiled as adults too, right? And it got me kind of thinking, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I know about a lot of stuff that's going on with people I went to high school with, but I haven't talked to them in 20 years because of social media.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm nosy by nature.
Wow.
That actually should be my rap name. Nosy by nature.
That's actually pretty good.
It would be perfect.
It would be
Spot on.
perfect. Yeah. Mhm.
Spot on. But it's just one of those things where like I'm spoiled by social media. My family wouldn't eat as well, if I'm being honest, because I pull a ton of my recipes from Pinterest and then I save them on a board that I have called Tried It, Liked It when it passes like the family test where everybody agrees that it's a make again.
Right.
But like I was thinking of things like that, and that was kind of my question to you. Like, what is it that you have today that you use that like you don't know if you could handle it if it didn't exist?
Yeah.
You
Mine's
know?
GPS.
Oh, yes.
I would not be able to follow a map. I have a hard enough time as it is at those amusement parks where it says you are here.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to find a big map and figure out where I am on that thing?
Oh my God. I remember road trips with my parents when they would go
Yeah.
get their AAA
And they
triptych.
did it, and I'm like, how?
I don't know. I'm like, gosh, I like thought my parents were Lewis and Clark. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like they would even have us like make maps in geography class
No.
for our projects and everything. And I would be looking at it and be like, yeah, I drew it. And it still doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I don't know how my dad did that. I'm convinced he's a founding father because he could read a map.
I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, triptychs were a very real thing. And I don't think I could do it without the lady going in 1/4 of a mile.
And even then, I still miss it.
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's only as good as your signal. Like when we were in Cleveland over the weekend, like every time we would go under a bridge or something like that, it would be like GPS signal lost. And all of a sudden it would be like in 500 feet, turn left, and we'd be in the right lane. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, it does really, really well. So what is it? What piece of technology do you have today that you just couldn't live without? I want to hear from you guys. What do you think is it your streaming service? Could you not do without being able to binge your favorite shows on your streaming services? Is it GPS like Jake? Is it social media, including things like Pinterest and things like that? Is it your smartphone? Right now might be online shopping because Amazon Prime might be your best friend because you've waited and you have nothing and you need to get something. And I'm not saying that like I would know, but maybe I am. I don't know. Let us know. 330-450-9292. That's the phone line. 330-269-9292. We'll be right back. It's creeping. Q92.
Nothing but sunshine. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, this is car show weather.
Why is Jake laughing at me?
I'm not.
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. So you either are stoic and hate everything, or you're laughing, but you don't know what act.
No, I got nothing.
I look over at the video and he's like, and then he just starts laughing. I'm like,
Is there
what
a
did I
funny
just
video?
do?
You're watching a funny video?
No, I'm just watching the stream. I have nothing on my computer.
Oh,
Lord,
boy.
man.
Amy said he hit that pen again.
Hit the pen, or he's doing shrooms while
I don't know what
songs
he's
are
doing
playing.
over there.
Unbelievable. And you're going with the hoodie today, huh?
Yeah, it's cold, bro.
Are you on acid?
What is happening?
I'm
afraid of him.
Have you taken pills?
No, I promise.
What is happening?
Nothing. I don't know.
Take us on your journey. Where we're willing to go with you.
There's no journey. I don't know. I was really tired. I stayed up late last night.
Doing what?
I've been working on this side project for this YouTuber that I've been editing for, and it's caused a couple of stresses throughout the week. And then I just was super tired today, and I don't know. Just right now, I just
become slap happy.
I guess so.
So you were just laughing literally at nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad. I don't even know what the hell to say. I don't. All right. Jake, everybody. That's Jake. He'll be at the car show tonight. Maybe. He can find his way there. You might have to tell him he's there. This is a moment that can change your life. Like we said, we had a Millennium album, start to finish. It's not often that artists anymore, or ever really, made albums that you could, honest to God, truly put on from start to finish and just let it go.
Yeah.
Now, in today's world, it's different. We make our playlist, we do all that, but like you got to buy the CD, you know?
Yeah.
You'd skip songs. Even if you like the artist, you'd skip some songs.
Well, we were so into it. We listened to it so much. We would keep my nephews, Tony's nephews, overnight. And they literally started watching the music video so much. The next thing you knew, they were like across the room and they all had their parts. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they would be certain Backstreet Boys.
We wanted to be,
Right. And they would do like the dance and the hand motions. And they were like 4 to 6 years old. Yeah, it was really funny.
I mean, I'm trying to think other albums that I could listen to from start to finish. Obviously, to me, in sync, No Strings Attached.
No Strings Attached and Millennium were two of them.
You could literally let them run.
Yeah.
There were some Bon Jovi albums, I would say. New Jersey, I could let go.
Yeah.
The first Eminem album, I could let that go from start to finish, and I didn't have to skip anything. There was nothing I want. Like, it's tough, because you're always like, no, not that one. You know, I'm taking us back.
I even do that with Taylor now.
Like, not that one.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, man. Text message. Kids these days don't understand scratching a CD, listening to it so much. Mine was Michael Jackson Thriller. So that was an album. You put that CD in and you wouldn't skip a song.
No.
You just let it go. Jay kind of missed the CDs. I think you came in as they were ending.
Yeah. I had a CD player in my first car.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is there an album that you honest would put in? You didn't have to skip anything? I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah, I would.
I can't think of one. Because even like the AJR albums that I have now, I have a couple of them on CDs. So I'll skip a song or two.
Yeah, I understand. There's a Sound of Madness, Shinedown. I don't have to skip a song.
I think there was very few that I had to skip. I was a big Bush 16 Stone album
That's
fan.
a great album.
Yeah.
I
used to listen to that one pretty much from start to finish.
And all right. Well, in that case, you should be having a great day right now at work.
Happy Friday.
What can I do, boss? It's Friday. Can you imagine? Like, I would love if we had. I wouldn't want anything to happen, but it'd be fun if we had a cokehead around here.
What?
We had somebody who's always like coked up, just running around like a.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be hilarious to an extent. I'd be like,
Until it wasn't.
Listen, I want you to get help, but this is kind of fun. This is kind of funny. Fax came. I got it. Oh,
nobody faxes anymore. What are you even doing right now?
Faxes every once in a while.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I always hear the number or the ringtone, whatever the printer
But they're
makes.
not legitimate business faxes. If you look at it, it's like, you want a cruise.
Oh, well, I don't know what
It's
they
crap
are.
like that.
But we're still getting faxes.
Who doesn't scan to email? Come on.
I like a good scan to email. Christian, if somebody came into this conversation with you and Lauren late and all they heard was you talking about doing good lines and how good it is was laugh out loud, oh my God.
Exactly.
I'm not condoning cocaine use. I'm just saying,
I
would
would
it be
hope not.
funny if there was someone that was always that hyped up working? Yes. The answer is yes.
Yep.
Every place has a zany worker or two. And it's not always that they're on drugs. It could be anything. It could be their quirky person. It could be they fart every day. That's me.
Right.
It could be. It could be.
I was gonna say, who's the zany person
it could
here?
be their energy. We talked this week how people enter the building in here.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's got quirky things at work, or people that do things at work that either crack you up, or you can't stop watching. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, who am I?
Who are you? I don't know what you would be. I'm the fall asleep at work guy
And the farter guy.
and the farter guy.
That's fair.
I don't know. Jake, what would you think you are?
I don't know.
That's exactly it right there.
I'm the.
You're the I have no idea where
I'm
I'm
just.
at.
I'm there.
He just named himself without naming himself.
You're the where am I guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love asking you questions. Did this happen? Yeah. Did you tell anybody? No. Why not? I don't know.
I forgot.
I forgot.
He's the forgetful guy.
He is.
Yeah.
But like, does anyone have does anyone have a coworker that, like there's something weird about that? Like there's just something like, and it's entertaining. You don't hate it. It's what they are. It's what they do. You might have a guy there every time he gets up out of a chair. Oh, he grunts or whatever.
Am I the do-gooder?
No.
Like everybody's like, oh, she's such a kiss up.
No. I think no. The only what would you be? The person that thinks they know it all and know it more than everybody else.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, it can't
But
be wrong.
hey,
even
you
when they're
can't
wrong.
take it away from someone if it's true.
On my way to work, there is a house that has a mower that runs itself like a Roomba.
Wow.
My neighbor has one of those.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
How does it know boundaries? Is it like an invisible fence?
I think so. I think it comes with an app and they draw like a line. I don't know.
Like a geofence.
Yeah, they've never mowed their lawn in like years, so it must work.
Wow.
He says, I'm so fascinated, I can't wait for it to end up in the road one day. I didn't know they made those. I'm sure that's cheap.
It's Hit Music Q92. Good morning, everybody. It's 10 minutes before 8 o'clock on your Wednesday morning. Good morning to everybody. Just a quick shout out. My nephew's listening as he's on his way home from work. Drive carefully, please, Andrew. He was texting me. He's like, I didn't know that story about you wrecking your car. I'm like, how did you not know that story? I kind of like just became synonymous with our engagement story because he literally was like, oh my gosh, I didn't get a chance to give her ring because I was out. I was unconscious. I don't think he could tell. I had a really bad concussion. I broke my collarbone, bruises, all that kind of stuff. But I was fine. My car was not. It got totaled. So it is a story.
It is quite a story.
Yeah. And he saw it all happen. I know that's probably, I would be traumatized if I saw that.
Yeah.
So anyhow, talking about the things that we have today that we just couldn't live without. We were talking about how call waiting. We had it. It was that little box. It wasn't on your phone, your handset. It was just like a little box that plugged in at the phone jack, and that you had to go to the box to see who was calling or who called while you were out. Let's go over to Facebook and YouTube and check in with all of these lovely people. Amy, yes, we're all spoiled 100%. We sure are. You have that Pinterest board too. I know, the tried it, liked it board. I know you mamas out there have that board where you save the recipes you make so you know that they weren't terrible. Nobody complained and everybody ate it. So I even do that with my baked goods, like our favorite Christmas cookie recipes, icing recipes, that kind of stuff. Brad says my power tools. I need my power tools. All right. Amy's online shopping. She doesn't know how she survived it back in the day. On the text line, my business wouldn't succeed without Facebook. It's free marketing. Oh, for sure it is. It's a way for you to talk directly to your audience. That's why we love it so much. If TikTok gets taken away, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's my absolutely favorite app and where I get all my craft and recipe ideas. You know what? I have to say, I use TikTok a lot too for the same thing. I mean, yeah, I get sucked into like the military homecoming stories and bawl my eyes out and, all the feel good stuff. But I literally resurrected hardtack candy. I've never made it. My grandmother, my dad's mom, used to make it for the Plain Township Fire Department's Women's Auxiliary bake sale every Christmas.
Interesting.
And I used to watch her pour it and be like in awe because it looked like stained glass. I thought it was the prettiest candy on the face of the planet.
It is really pretty candy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I made cinnamon and spearmint because those were my two favorite flavors that she made.
Yeah, those are the classics right there.
But I literally watched the technique from this lady on TikTok because I was like, okay. I was looking at Pinterest. I'm like, I need to see somebody do this.
Yeah, because it's kind of challenging if you've never done it before. You don't know where to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I pulled it off, thank God. But I know this is a broad answer, but I'm going to start with the internet. Think about the things like booking a flight. Imagine having to call to book your flight and then have them take your credit card information over the phone. But even before that could happen, just seems so archaic now. 100% agree. I'm with Jake. It's GPS for me also. Also, I stink at reading maps. My mom and dad were really good at reading them. I don't know how they did it. Same. I couldn't go without Bluetooth headphones. Don't know how I survived days when you had corded headphones. You got all twisted around your body while you're just trying to listen to music as you moved around. I remember that. Good morning. I'm grateful for my daughter's Life 360 subscriptions because they called to say my daughter had an accident. And at the time, it was an illegal drunk driver who had no insurance or a license. It was a head-on collision, but thankfully she is alive and okay. I don't know what we would do without it. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Life 360 is something that has eased my mind a little bit about how independent my kids are and where they go. It also helps the whole trust factor. Not that my kids would ever lie to me. I know you guys are listening, but I know you guys wouldn't lie to me. But at the same time, like I know I have that peace of mind. I'll be like, oh, they said this is where they were. They are there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody texted, "Sup, fellas? Good morning. Sup to you." Always makes me laugh when they text that. Dial-up internet. These kids these days could not handle it. They could not. They could not handle it for sure. Let's see. Why is this? Okay, we're good. Sorry. The text line was like glitching out for a second on me and it was like nothing would open. It was like frozen. Having to stand in line to buy concert tickets for Ticketmaster was terrible. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. My sister would go to, I think it was Kaufman's at the time, not Macy's now. And you used to have to go upstairs, which was like, if you guys remember correctly, it was like 1,000,000,000 degrees upstairs. I think it still might be. It gets so hot up there. And you'd have to stand in this long line to get up to the counter to get tickets to the Ticketmaster rep back at the customer service counter.
Huh. I didn't know that's what you had to do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that nuts?
That is nuts.
I think I speak for everyone. Our cell phones. Well, 100%. Yeah. YouTube. How would we fix anything? You know what? Amen.
Facts. Yep.
High five. I can tell you just from changing a headlight on a car that like we'd never had to change the headlight before. YouTube was like clutch because you go there and you type in the make and model. Like there's some random dude that's going to show you how to get it done.
Right on.
And it's spot on. Perfect. Anyhow, coming up, you can start texting in your request. It's a Your Call Wednesday. I will try and get on whatever I can based off the time we have and what's already scheduled for this morning. But we'll also be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame coming up this hour. But get started on those requests. You guys, we are pushing through. It is almost time for vacation. Make these requests just fire. Make them so good. Send them in 330-269-9292 or call them in 330-450-9292. We're going to kick it off going old school, though. It's a little Notorious B.I.G. Big Papa. It's Q92.
Did you find the article?
Big Brother's watching.
See?
Documentary is in the works. Claims Dayton is home of one of the largest covens of vampires. What in the blue hell? I don't recall vampires
I mean, what is
in
it
Ohio.
like? After the club, you're walking down an alley and they're like, "Mwah."
Dayton News. Is Dayton home of the largest coven of vampires?
Well, is it true or are people just saying it's true?
I supposedly it's the third straight article. I guess Netflix is doing a doc right now
Really?
about it. There's one in the works right now. How? Ohio? You could sell me on maybe like, Boston, Massachusetts, where all the witches were and things like that. Because you already got a little spooky thing settled down there. Ohio? Dayton? Vampires?
Vampires of the Gem City. That's what they're shooting right now.
That is insane to me. Dude, wow. Now, are we talking like real? We're talking about people that pretend to be vampires?
It says for the last 30 years, Dayton, Ohio has been home to the largest coven of vampires outside of the New Orleans area.
What?
When a man goes missing in a goth nightclub, they use as their headquarters. The case goes cold until a police officer comes forward in 2008 with a story. They were investigating the disappearance of a 26-year-old George Philip Gall, best known by Phil or Philip, who went missing in October 94 in Dayton. Police officer told the Dayton Daily News that he believed Gall was involved in a ritual cult.
Uh-oh.
He also claimed the bar Gall was last seen in near Asylum, which was on South Main Street, was a secret meeting place for vampires. The state declared him dead in 2002. But they never found him.
This is insane. This is insane.
Today's hit music, Q92, 8:05 on your Wednesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. It's Q92 Morning Show. I'm Lauren, and I've got Jake hanging out with me here all week as Christian is on vacation. We'll be back in the new year. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. All right, it is Wednesday. It's the 8 o'clock hour, which means it's Your Call Wednesdays. You can start texting those requests in to 330-269-9292. Or you can give us a call, 330-450-9292. We'll also be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, finding out what's going on there. This will be our last conversation with him before the new year. So need to also wish him a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and thank him for that beautiful Christmas card we got earlier this week.
Oh, yeah. That was a very nice card.
Yeah, it was very nice. Anyhow, we've got that coming up for you. Next hour, we'll have some weird news, some things you need to know, that kind of stuff. We are inching closer to the holiday. We're 7 days away, people. Here's your warning shot. Get that holiday shopping done. Start wrapping those gifts. Santa's coming real soon. We're going to kick off a Your Call Wednesday with a request from the text line. It's 112 Peaches and Cream. It's Q92.
By the way, Columbus Zoo has the biggest chicken fingers I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Like this big.
Wow.
This big.
How big around are they?
They're curled too. I don't know what happened. I don't know if that chicken was like excited or what, but it was like, woo. I don't know, like curled toes, but man.
They've got curly chicken,
Is that a real thing?
like a curly fry.
It looked like a curly chicken finger fry. Flash. Yeah. Got a great commemorative plastic cup.
Oh my gosh.
I got two that week. I got a Columbus Clippers cup, and I have now an Akron. Columbus Zoo. Well, I have an Akron Zoo too. So my collection's growing. I'm gonna get a nice glass kind of case to like display them all in. And
I've never met anybody that's like, I'm on the hunt for a curio cabinet. Oh, for what?
my plastic
Commemorative
cup.
Souvenir cups.
All right, you can go souvenir commemorative. But they're fantastic. And there's something about drinking out of a plastic cup when you're playing video games. Asking you guys about a video I saw on TMZ that made our show prep site. If a woman proposes to a man, is it then on the man? Is it still on the man to buy the engagement ring afterwards? Ask you guys what you think. Text messages. Let's see what you guys have to say. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th to you too. Abby and Jarrett, we're on our way to Jarrett's wedding. Congratulations, Jarrett and Brody. Hey, that's a shout out. just decide to send it in because of wedding talk. That's all right, because this morning show loves shout outs. It's old school radio that I still love. I talk about this all the time with the early risers. You guys don't get to hear it as much. There was old school stuff. I don't want to get off track with that. I want to bring back so much old school radio stuff. If the woman proposes, text message, she should be responsible to get the rings. Whoever proposes, I'm sure, has to get the ring. That's kind of what I want to say, but I wonder if I sound like an a-hole saying it.
I don't think we should. If women can propose, which they can, and there's something wrong with that, then
Nothing wrong with that at all.
there should be nothing wrong with them buying the ring. Monetize that.
But that would just be, wouldn't that be weird though? Like, will you marry me? And I go, yes. Then she pulls out her own ring and puts it on her own hand.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm just saying, what a weird thing of events.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Thank you for saying yes. I'm going to put on my ring now that I purchased. Usually the woman buys the guy's wedding ring. Is that the way it usually is? All right, cool. Yes, I definitely think the guy definitely still needs to buy her a ring. If a girl proposes, she should definitely have a ring for him. Either way, I think the girl should buy the guy's ring no matter what. Okay? All I know is us guys get screwed and have to buy 3 rings, 2 of them and 1 for ourselves. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can make that argument. Who are these women not buying their husband's wedding bands? I bought my husband's. I thought I had to. LOL. I think I don't know. You're talking to 2 idiots. We don't know what the rules are. It's the man's job to propose to the women. I understand that old school way of thinking, but times are different, and there are women that have proposed to their men. I don't look down on that.
Yeah,
I don't see that as like, oh, I can't believe. What if that girl was so in love with you? It's like, damn it, will you marry me, Charles? Right here. I don't know. I don't have a problem with that.
yeah.
Traditionally, yeah. Did I propose to Jamie? I sure did. I had a girl like that before. Let's get married and move in together. Only after a year of dating, I'm like, whoa, slow down, Sally. I'm not ready for all of that. Someone said. Hi, Jake. I just wanted to let you know that I did buy my husband's ring for our wedding. All right, I think
I love that.
we're learning though. I think the women do buy.
Okay.
I think.
I was
don't
under
know.
the impression they don't, but I think that's awesome.
I mean, honestly, for me, it's always just been the belief each of us buy the ring for the other, regardless of who proposed. So the burden isn't just placed on one person. We're building a home and a life together. So why wouldn't we share that responsibility? Yeah, no, I get it. Happy Friday, Shelter Caseworker checking in. Have an awesome weekend. Shelter Caseworker, early riser, welcome. Glad you're with us. If a woman proposes to a man, she should buy the ring. Another one says that. Does the girl get on a knee and give the guy a ring? That's what I'm saying. Do you give the guy a ring? Do you give yourself the ring?
Yeah. It's a good one.
And then hand the guy the receipt? Say, I don't know. Let me see here. Female, proposed to him. Men don't have engagement rings. However, we both got each other rings for Christmas prior to my proposal. All right, but did you have it? So you had an engagement ring already? You just pulled it out and put it on? Or did you go get... that's the only thing I'm confused about. Did you just kill a spider?
Yeah, I saved your life.
Was it huge?
It was humongous.
Jesus Christ.
Today's hit music, Q92, the Sabrina Carpenter Taste. All right, heading back into the text line for your request on a Your Call Wednesday. It's Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis. It's on Q.
Right? Do not jive.
Or you could just eat a lot of oysters or red beans, beans, like legumes,
What?
Legumes.
Food?
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of the food group.
Legumes?
Yeah.
Never have I heard of
Never have heard of that word.
Stop it. You paid attention, at least in home ec or science.
Nope.
You were doing.
home ec.
It's like your chickpeas.
I learned about the food, but it's almost like legumes.
It's chickpeas, peanuts. I'm trying to think of what else is in there. Alfalfa sprouts.
And I've heard of those things you said, but they're all grouped into legumes.
Yeah, like beans and that kind of stuff.
I was taught vegetables, fruits, meats, dairy.
Yeah.
Well, legumes is on the chart.
I was like, today we're going over legumes.
Yes, it is.
That never happened in
I
school.
assure you, you heard that word.
Christian, come to the chalkboard and write down your legumes. Like, never happened. Never happened. Starches, we learned about those, fruits, vegetables, but nothing about legumes. I wondered if you made that word up.
I did not make that word up. I'm sure somebody out there remembers legumes on your food pyramid.
Hell yeah. I would love for anyone to text in or call me like, yes, legumes. I mean, that sounds
I
like
cannot believe you've never in your adult life ever, or in your adult, your ever heard
legumes.
Yeah, lentils, peas. Peas are
I've heard
legumes,
of peas. That's a vegetable.
but it's a group. They're called legumes.
What are they? Like, what makes them special than other vegetables?
They're actually a healthy superfood group.
What makes them legumy?
Yeah.
I know.
What is a legume?
A legume is like a bean or a lentil, or
I'm not convinced you weren't.
they're
lied to.
high protein, high fiber. That's what makes them so good for you.
I'm not convinced you weren't lied to.
I promise you, this is a thing. Text line, please help me out. If you guys have heard of legumes, please stand in my corner because these people didn't pay attention in foods or
First of all, how do you spell it?
legumes.
Spell it wrong. Legume. Well-known legumes include beans, chickpeas, peanuts, lentils, muffins, mesquite, carob, tamarind,
Carob.
alfalfa, and clover. Never heard it before in my life. Did anyone else grow up learning about legumes in school? I've heard of lagoons, like Creature of the Lagoon. Never heard of that.
No, it's definitely not.
You were taught that in school.
Yes.
Text messages. Here we go. I have never heard legume pronounced that way.
Well, how do you pronounce it?
Is that
Vegetables.
No,
not-
no, because not all vegetables are legumes.
That's funny. Legume pronunciation. Hold on.
Okay, good.
Oh, hold on. I gotta
What is
make
that?
sure everything-
Legume?
I gotta make sure everything else is muted. Hold on. Okay. Let me see here. Ready? Let's see if this will work. Allow microphone permission. Oh, you know what?
Oh, come on, just allow it.
I'm trying to. I don't know where to go to.
Legume.
Oh, here we go.
Legume.
Legume, not lagoon.
I always thought she was saying legumes.
Legume. There's a.
Legumes. There you go.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
See, it exists. There was a pronunciation for it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
So next time, if you want to sound like you're super intelligent, like at the dinner table with Jamie and stuff, and she's serving peas or something, you'd be like, "Oh, I see that you went with one of the healthiest superfood groups, the legumes."
Oh, I love legumes. She's lying. Don't believe her. LOL.
No, I'm not.
Legumes is an actual thing. I promise.
See,
Lauren, I'm in your legumes corner. Legumes are mostly beans, Christian. Okay.
beans, lentils. That's
It's
kind
a
of
hard U.
okay. There we go. That hence the legume.
Professor Copperfield's Magic Legumes. The Office episode when Jim pranks Dwight. Oh, you mean Jim, the sexiest man alive?
That would be him.
Zinc is great, but take it with food. Will upset your stomach.
Maybe take it with some legumes.
I've also heard of legumes. I've never heard of legumes in school, not until I was an adult in my 30s and 40s.
Really? Okay.
Sounds
It's
like
the
Christian.
food pyramid. In fact, legumes, I think,
That
are.
was never in the food
Yes,
pyramid.
it was. I think they
No,
were.
it
They were
wasn't.
like the base of the pyramid.
So I want you to
Google the
stop
food
it.
pyramid.
Stop it right now.
I promise
in the
you.
Food pyramid.
Like Donnie and Christine, they love their legumes.
Oh, I know they do. The whole building smells it.
Oh, stop! It doesn't smell bad.
Oh, sometimes I heat those things up.
Oh no.
Food pyramid. Let me go images. Let me see where legumes show up here. Vegetables, salad, fruit, cereals, milk, meat.
What's the
Fat.
base? The big
base?
base.
Let me maximize.
That's
this
what I
picture.
said it was. I'm pretty sure it's there.
Nothing.
Really?
Vegetables, salad, fruits at the base.
Okay. Which would include.
Next, it just says vegetables, salads, and fruit. It doesn't say legumes. It's not there. This is a word that just came up.
Okay, I got to do my own research.
Someone sent in a picture from the office. Professor Copperfield Miracle Legumes. So yeah, no, definitely was an office episode. Sorry, Lauren.
Oh, it's
I've
like the
never
middle.
heard of it, Pink Jeep Girl.
I promise you.
I didn't learn of legumes as a food group, but I have learned about them in my 50s. So what, you have to reach a certain age of life to learn?
They're just saying that because I'm telling you, I found out about it in home ec.
I went to St. Rose from kindergarten through 8th grade in Girard, Ohio. I then went to Warren John F. Kennedy, a great school in Warren, Ohio. I then went to Youngstown State University, where I received a bachelor's degree in telecommunications.
How good is that degree? They didn't teach you about legumes
no point
at YSU.
in any classes at St. Rose, Warren John F. Kennedy, or YSU was I taught legumes. Never.
Well, we weren't. I went to public school. Shout out North Canton Hoover Vikings. I know what a legume is because of you.
But Jake's younger than both of us. He's never heard of legumes.
Yeah.
That's because it's destroyed the human diet once
Jackson
it came
is a
around.
very, very impressive school.
Not as
Way
good
better.
as
I heard it's
Hoover.
better than Hoover. I heard rumors it's better than Hoover.
This is fighting words, Christian.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
make me climb across this counter.
I'm just saying.
No.
That's what I've heard.
Legumes, you're supposed to have 1 to 3 servings a day. According to this chart, it's right in the middle. I was wrong. It's not the base, it's the middle.
Well, you had me look at the base instead of the tip. You had me look at the wrong place. Someone sent in another. Now people are sending me in food group ones. No, there's legumes right there. But now this is like a circle, not a pyramid. See, things have changed. This is the 1900s when you and I were in school.
I guess, yeah. Now in the 2000s, they've got
This was
pies.
Before
The
electricity.
food pie,
All
which
right.
kind of makes more sense than a pyramid because a pie is a food.
And we love pies.
We do. Might pay attention to
All
the
right,
food
everybody, there
pie
you go.
better than the pyramid.
What'd you learn today? You learned about legumes. I don't know. He's over that now. He pretty much is all about monster trucks, Hot Wheels, Ninja Turtles, and unfortunately Chuggington right now. And still cars. He's still very much into cars.
Do they still have fun, like Disney commercials and things like that? Like they used to have Choo Choo Soul with Genevieve.
Choo Choo Soul.
Oh my gosh, it was my
I remember her.
favorite. Yes, all aboard the Choo Choo
Yeah.
train. Yeah. Oh my gosh, all aboard Choo Choo.
Never heard of that, my house.
Oh, she was with Genevieve.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram actually.
Really? What does
Yeah.
she look like now?
I
Is she
believe
still
you do.
pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Who's pretty?
Genevieve.
And what show is she from?
Well, it wasn't really a show. It was,
It was like a
more
commercial, like
yeah,
I don't short thing.
yeah. It was like a short. It was called Choo Choo Soul.
I know. Sorry. You should have him watch The Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets, we're on our way. Yes, that is a great one.
Never heard of that either.
Oh my gosh. They're animals that save other animals in trouble. There's an animal in trouble. Yeah.
Or you need to look up Singing Time with Alex and Leah on YouTube. No.
Okay, I haven't heard of that one. Have you, Jake?
Nope,
Me
you lost me
either.
there.
Wow. It's not often you lose Jake when you're talking about kid shows.
I know, right?
And you just did. Singing with Alex and Leah on YouTube. I don't know who they are. But maybe I'll look into that.
I need to look up Genevieve now. I
feel like she's a long lost friend that I should follow on Instagram.
So she had a show, but it was just shorts. It wasn't like a real show.
Choo Choo Soul was just kind of like a break with songs, and I don't know.
My kids are big Miss Rachel fans
Okay. I've heard
on the
of it.
text line. I've heard of her, never watched her.
Yeah.
Never watched her.
What was it with Warehouse Mouse, Jake? What was that called?
Warehouse Mouse?
Yeah.
Imagination Movers?
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah. Good job.
Boy, Jake, you can't get Jake to say a word for nothing. You start bringing up your shows on Nickelodeon
I think
and
Jake
Disney.
and I could hang out and watch old kid shows the whole day,
Absolutely.
and I would be totally fine with it. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with the Q92 Morning Show. I'm Lauren. I have Jake here with me, hanging out.
Hello.
We're keeping you guys company. Christian on vacation until the new year. We're here with you through next Monday. And then we'll be taking some time to spend with our families before we come back to you guys in the new year. Coming up, we are going to be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That is coming up very soon. Also, keep sending in your songs. You can do this on the text line 330-269-9292. You can also call it into us, 330-450-9250. We will be playing some more requests coming up. Right now, I got a request from the text line. Someone wanted to hear Burl Ives' Holly Jolly Christmas. I can't think of a better time to play it than right now. You're listening to the Q92 Morning Show. We'll be back in a minute with Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's Q92.
By the way, I don't know if I told you this before. Mascots make good money.
Yeah, because
We had in Youngstown.
Yeah.
We had at the time they're called the Steelhounds,
Mm-hmm.
and they had an affiliation with one of our radio stations I worked for in Youngstown, and we had a mascot night. Columbus Blue Jackets mascot came up. The Pittsburgh. Already told the story.
No, go ahead. I was thinking of what happened. I'll tell you in a second.
The Pittsburgh Penguins mascot came. All these mascots came, and I was talking to this kid that came, and he had a big old bag with his stuff, and he was probably mid-20s. You know, he wasn't like he was a kid still, but he wasn't like out of college kid. He was probably mid-20s. And I was like, oh man, I was like, is this kind of stuff you got to do as an intern? And he left. I'm salary, bro. I was like, really? It's a full-time job. He's like, I got benefits. I was like, what? It was the Blue Jackets now. It was the Columbus Blue Jackets. So now minor league teams, but I mean, some of these you laugh. They can make when you're in your 20s.
I know how much they can make. I am laughing because someone who used to work here went to a Canton Charge game with me. We were working with the Charge on something. We were down in the locker rooms, and the mascot came in, had his stuff, and made the mistake of sitting his mascot head on top of his bag in front of this ex-employee. And he got the great idea that he was going to stick his head in the mascot's head, and he wanted me to take a picture of him for social media. And I'll never... I can't even get it out. He stuck his head in there.
This is great radio. This is great radio.
He took it off so fast. He started gagging.
He started gagging? Well, I mean, they get hot.
They do, and I guess he was like... He couldn't get the smell out of his hair.
Oh, that's gross. That's really
That's
gross.
why you don't mess with a mascot's head. That is for them and them only.
Yeah.
Because I kept telling him, like, this was the dumbest idea you've ever had.
How do you even clean
I mean, they disinfected. I think they probably sent it to a cleaner.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, I mean, they're in it. They're sweating their butts off. It's heavy. They're doing a lot of very physical stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, he kept going.
Well, I mean,
to this day, obviously, it still makes me laugh because I'm like, that was the dumbest thing you've ever done. That was the
I wouldn't
dumbest
have thought
thing.
of that before I put it on.
He washed his head in the sink in the bathroom. And it still wouldn't
At the
come
Civic
out.
Center?
Yeah.
Where the hell was I?
Not there.
Apparently not.
Mingling with the crowd. No, just
well, you know that wasn't true. Maybe hiding in a closet.
I don't think you were there that night. I
That's
don't know.
pretty crazy.
But it was the funniest thing. I mean,
pretty crazy.
yeah, it still makes me laugh when I think about it. We were dying. And in between him laughing, he was just kept going, "Bleh!" Like, went over to the trash can and everything. It was legit. I smelled his head. I mean,
Bad.
yeah. Today's hit music, Q92. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to the Q92 Morning Show. Excited to have you guys here with us this morning. We are going to be joined by the one, the only, Rich DeRozier from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, who joins us every Wednesday to tell us what's going on over with our friends at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning. I think a lot of people are pleased that there's only one of me.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
Starting with my own family.
I don't think that's true. Rich, are you guys in the holiday spirit over there at the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
My gosh. What a great place to listen. I know all the time it's a great place to work and how blessed I am. We just keep having parties. I mean, had a staff party. We're having a staff luncheon tomorrow. Had a staff Christmas party this previous Friday. Our board had a party the week before that. I mean, practically the whole month of December.
Party animals over there.
Yes,
I love it.
Every day is a holiday. Every day is a holiday at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, right?
Oh,
right, Jake?
Right.
Yes.
You know what? Jake and I went yesterday. I've got to brag on him for a second. We were bell ringers for the Salvation Army
over at Washington Square, and he was so uncomfortable at first. This kid rocked it. I think he found his Christmas calling.
Ooh.
I don't know about that, but it wasn't bad. It was
Yeah.
it was a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what? That's always been a tough gig because there's days it's just downright cold, nasty. You know, maybe it's one of those wet rain, those wet days where it's like 35 degrees and it's raining. It's just miserable. And the volunteers are out there ringing the bell, and no one carries cash anymore. Jake, how hard was it how many people just said, I don't carry cash?
A lot of people, but we also have a QR code that you can scan
There
and
you
then
go.
donate wirelessly. So that's
okay.
Yeah,
that's a good
Salvation Army this year.
Salvation
rolled
Army
out-
getting with the times.
Yeah, you can do Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, PayPal. Like, it's awesome. I love it. It's never been easier to really help out. So
Hey, it's never been easier to watch money disappear out of your bank account. Now with the the one tap.
yeah.
Your total, sir, is 197.63, and you put the card there, and it goes beep, and that's it. It's gone.
Like, oof.
I mean, oh well.
I know. It is what it is.
Technology is great.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what's going on over at the Hall of Fame, because just because it's the end of the year and we're reaching the holiday season doesn't mean work stops over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Let's talk a little bit about the Awards of Excellence for off-field.
Yes, thank you for that opportunity. You know, we started the Awards of Excellence. This will be the 4th year we've had it, and I have said before, I am certain that we had no idea how popular this program would be with the people who get these awards. And what it is there's 5 groups that we recognize. We don't pick the people. They pick themselves. I mean, they have their own search committees, their own selection committees and screening committees. So there's an assistant coaches group, a trainers group, an equipment managers group, a film and video group, and a PR group of professionals who get together and decide who from their profession they want to see recognized inside the Pro Football Hall of Fame with an award of excellence. And we started this in June of 22 was the first awards ceremony. And I think we thought, this is nice. And, it's a great idea, but will it really resonate? And oh my gosh, we have had people who have won Super Bowl rings say that this is the greatest honor of their career. And that I after 4 years, I can't wrap my head around that. But that is another example of what the Pro Football Hall of Fame means to people in this profession. It is the pinnacle of their career. And even if it's not a whole lot more than a modest size trophy to put, in their trophy case and their name on a plaque in a wall in Canton, Ohio, for them, this is as good as it gets. And we have basically filled our Nash Family and Event Center banquet room 3 years in a row. We'll fill it again, this June with this 4th group of people, because for them, there's no higher honor. And we sort of fell into it, to be honest. And it's just been wonderful. Last week, we named the PR group, picked its people. So we announced them, and in a few days, we'll announce the coaches. And, over the next 6 or 8 weeks, the different groups will meet and pick their winners, and we'll honor them in June. So a lot of fun with that. It's one of the things I really look forward to.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot, because I think we forget sometimes. We're so focused on the players on the field and their achievements that we forget about all of the very, very important people behind the scenes that make it all happen. So.
This idea came from a couple of different directions, but not to minimize one of the most important things were the Hall of Famers themselves. And, after you've heard a handful of them say, I wouldn't have gotten here without, and they talk about the trainer who helped them recover from an injury, or I wouldn't have gotten here without the equipment manager who figured out how to, rig up my shoulder pads so that I'd be protected when I played and could get back out on the field. And the PR people are the people who tell the story. This year we have 3, the last few years we've had 3 from each group. And this year, one of the men worked for the NFL for, almost 50 years and helped the league expand internationally. One of the really important developments in the league over the last couple decades has been the international growth. Another guy spent 30 years with the Lions. He should probably be in the Hall of Fame just for that reason. Mm-hmm. And the third one was a young man who, passed away suddenly and tragically before his 50th birthday, but had become such a well-known figure in South Florida for his PR and community work. So the opportunity for us to recognize those three people and then another dozen or so is just something that we really look forward to, and fills a nice slot in our schedule to keep, kind of pro football, warm all year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love that so much. And I've got to tell you too, Rich, I saw on social media, because I don't know where we went wrong, but we have a Chiefs fan in our house. And after going to the game on Sunday, I realized how many Chiefs fans there are here in Ohio. And for those that might be listening, you guys have something super special for those fans right now.
Well, listen, the starting basically last Friday and up through and including yesterday, there were a lot of Chiefs fans in the museum. I mean, no other jersey, jacket, hoodie was more prevalent in the Hall of Fame over the last 5-6 days than Kansas City. And it's not just people who are front runners. I mean, a lot of these people were people who came to town for the game, and maybe they don't live in the Kansas City area, and this was their opportunity to see their favorite team. But if you're a Chiefs fan or any other fan, the Hall of Fame store has got something for you. And we run a lot of promotions, but a lot of times Nike gear is exempt from the promotions, and that's because of our contract and our relationship with the good folks at Nike. But this week, if you want, the official stuff that a lot of times is exclusive to Nike, everything Nike branded is on sale until Christmas, an extra 25% off. So we're open every day up through Christmas Eve. We're closing a little early on Christmas Eve. It'll be a half day and then closed on Christmas. And then that's the last day that we're closed until weather permitting. Christmas Day will be the last day that we're closed until next Thanksgiving. So lots of opportunities to come out, and if something you wanted isn't under the Christmas tree on Wednesday, maybe come out Thursday, Friday, and treat yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. I've got to ask, Rich, is your shopping done?
Mine is done. Yes, I am done.
I know. I'm so stressed out. I like the nervous sweats because I'm not even close.
Oh wow! See, I've talked a lot about going out on Christmas Eve and just doing everything, but then I've tried it a couple. It's just too chaotic.
It is, and I don't like doing that either. It's my husband. He's such a pain in the butt. He won't tell me what he wants. It's really him. The kids are pretty much taken care of. And actually, last night I did get some shopping done. We went to TJ Maxx, and my daughter and I knocked out some like grab bag gifts that we had for different people in the family. So
I am admittedly a very difficult person for my family to shop. What do you want? I don't want anything. I don't need anything.
That is my husband. Stop doing that to us. It's driving us mad.
No, I understand. I'm one of those. I'm guilty.
No. Well, in all seriousness, Rich, we appreciate you joining us every single Wednesday to let us know what's going on over at the Hall of Fame. We are proud to be in the same city as you guys. We are proud to support the Pro Football Hall of Fame and all of the awesome things that you guys do over there. We know how hard you guys work, and appreciate the relationship and the friendship we forged with you guys. So,
well, very much. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Jake and Christian, wherever you are. Remember,
I'm guessing bed.
I'm keeping it simple, Christian. Black, large. That's all you got to remember. It's very easy to remember. 2 5-letter words, black, large, and I'm good.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Rich. We wish your family and all of you over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we'll see you after the 1st.
Okay. We'll have some exciting announcements, of course.
We're so excited. Well, thank you so much, Rich. And again, Merry Christmas.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right. Rich DeRocha from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We love that guy. Love that guy. And we look forward to all of our interviews coming up in the new year, keeping you guys posted about everything that's going over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We're proud to be live and local. We're proud to be in the same city as the Pro Football Hall of Fame and to be able to chat with them and bring you the latest news from them every single week. Right now, it's Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer. It's Q92.
People are getting gummies and acid confused. It's funny.
Do you take
It's
vitamins?
like-
We talked.
Wow, finding out you're the sexiest man alive. It's got to be a good feeling, right?
Yeah, it's John Krasinski, by the way.
John Krasinski is the sexiest man alive.
I don't know about that, but I mean, he's not bad.
He's a good-looking man.
He got pretty buff for some of the movies he did after The Office.
He did some movies. He definitely. It's all the news sources that are posting it, like it's breaking news. I'll grant you, like I don't look at him and think necessarily sexy. I think good looking, probably great personality, charming. Good for, you know what I mean? You probably hang out and be like, oh, I have a crush on this guy. I can see that, but I don't know that he walks in the room. You're like, who in the world?
I think he
is
gets
that?
better looking as he gets older.
It's the curse of men versus women. You know what I mean? For some reason, men get better look when they get older.
They do.
I don't know. We mature later. We age a little better, but we die first. Usually, there's one for you women.
Yeah.
Usually get rid of us earlier.
I don't want that to happen.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So congratulations, sexiest man alive.
You know, he and Emily Blunt have been married for like
I've
14,
always
15 years.
Thought Emily Blunt was beautiful.
There she is.
Her accent makes her even more beautiful.
I wonder what their children really look like. They've got 2 kids, and I bet you they're gorgeous.
I don't know. Sometimes hot plus hot equals not hot.
That's true. You're right. You're
I've
right.
seen it. I've
And
seen it.
sometimes not
Ugly,
hot and not.
ugly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Their kids are like
Ugly,
stunning.
ugly equals superstar. You don't know. You don't know. Do they cancel each
I'm
other
glad
out?
I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Do they cancel each other out? I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't done any studies on this.
Yeah.
I'm just going by what I see in this world. How do you compare him to Brad Pitt, Jason Momoa? I don't really see it, but whatever.
I mean, look at his photo shoot that people did. I mean, they sexied him up. Let me just tell you.
I'm gonna put some oil on those abs.
No, not even like that. It's just that.
Go with the beard. You go with the
Yeah, the beard, the hair. He's got a little like hair going on, kind of like Patrick Dempsey, like in oh my gosh, what was the medical drama? He was
Grey's
in? Hello,
Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
Well, ladies, if not him, who do you think is the sexiest man alive? I ask you. Oh my God, I've always said that too, Christian. 2 uglies make a beautiful. They
Right?
do. They do.
Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes.
Listen, Jimmy is a beautiful baby. I have concerns when he gets older.
Stop it.
I do. I have
He's
a
gonna
plan.
be. He's gonna be a ladies' man.
No, I have concern. Does cute baby does not always equal good looking adult? Not always. That's not
Not
a
always, I guess. Yeah.
That's not a free ticket. I'll take it. But we don't know. So he better have a good personality, or we got to start him on sports early.
You're so dumb.
I got a plan.
Apparently.
And I sprinkle Rogaine on his head every night before he goes to bed.
Oh.
Just a little bit for little Jimmy. Don't be like your father. Oh, man. So I saw that. Oh, man, there's a lot big going on. Cavs are still undefeated.
I saw that.
How the hell do you start the season off 12-0 in the NBA?
Now I like it because Darius Garland's like, this isn't luck. Like, this is the team we're building.
That's a hell of a start. There's 80 games. They're an eighth of the way through the season undefeated. That's a hell of a buffer to give yourself.
It's a great start. It is.
You can afford to go on a little losing streak and you'd be all right.
Yeah.
A little.
A little. We don't need to get carried
to
away.
Start 12 games up before you even lose a game? I mean, my God, that's in Cleveland?
Yeah. At least one of our teams isn't letting us down.
Oh, man. Sexiest man alive, Christian Bagelsworth. Wink, wink. Bagels, comma, worth, comma, wink, wink. Bagels, not bagels. I don't even like bagels.
No, he doesn't. It's true. It's weird.
Damn spell check there. Yeah, it's all right.
They tried to like put it.
Bagelsworth.
Yeah.
Bagelsworth. Jake, who do you think is the sexiest man alive?
Oh, I don't know. I don't look at very many men.
No.
Not gonna lie.
You don't look at very many men. But I mean, you can admit who's a good, sexy man.
Oh, don't let me forget to tell you what I learned about him yesterday.
Sexy. See, I think Brad Pitt is still a sexy man. I think Matthew McConaughey is a sexy man.
I never got into the Brad Pitt hype.
No?
No. Matthew McConaughey, yes.
So, someone said Henry Cavill, Superman.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And also
yeah,
that Viking show. Sexy. I think he's a sexy man.
Yeah.
I think Channing Tatum was a sexy man. Mark Wahlberg, sexy man. I think I'm naming way too many. Someone said Ryan Reynolds, sexy man. No?
No, not for me.
Huh. Any of those guys you think are sexy, Jake?
No.
Okay. Well, who's sexy to you?
I don't know. I don't know men actors or famous men, really. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, even if you don't know their name, you can tell
Someone
us.
said Chris Evans, a.k.a. Captain America. I think he's a sexy man.
I can get on board with that.
Chris Evans, buff, looks good with or without a beard.
Yeah.
I thought his best work was Not Another Teen Movie. Never seen that. I don't know what you're missing. So nobody comes to mind, Jake.
No.
Not even like a wrestler like The Rock.
I mean, sure. The Rock's got muscles. Oh, I would like to get, what's his name? Terry Crews. I like that man to give me a hug. Terry Crews. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Did you say I'd like that man to give me a hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were just asking who you thought was sexy.
Yeah,
not...
I didn't ask for a fantasy. Oh yeah, I don't see Terry Crews. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Okay. I'd like.
Okay, that's exactly who I thought it was.
I'd
Okay.
like that man to give me a hug. He said out loud into the microphone. All right. Question for both of you.
Oh boy, what's this
We're
from?
pivoting.
Text line
We're pivoting.
or from you?
Oh no, it's from the prep site again.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very morbid today. Prep site, very morbid.
I don't like that.
Listen to
Okay,
this
go
one.
ahead.
If you were going to be executed,
Oh my gosh.
both of you have to answer this. Which would you choose? Firing squad, electric chair, or lethal injection? Now listen, fire squad's over like that.
Yeah.
So you could, I know it sounds harsh, but there's no you're dead.
I think I would go firing squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Jake?
I was going to go injection.
I'm going lethal injection.
No.
You just kind of fall asleep.
No, you don't. It's not that peaceful,
It should be.
but it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You've never been lethally injected.
I have read about it because everybody's like, oh, it's so humane, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. They know they're dying. They feel their heart slowing down. They feel that it's hard to get a breath of air.
Hold on. Oh, people have Googled this a bunch.
Wait,
Lethal injection can cause prolonged pain and extremely painful deaths. This is often obscured by elements of the process itself. For example, the second drug, paralytic agent, the tight straps.
It's a
preventing
paralytic. So it's paralysis, causes
that's what I
paralysis.
said.
Yeah.
The tight straps preventing a prisoner from moving, the white sheet hiding the body from view, or a curtain being drawn between the witnesses. Huh.
They start because all of their central nervous system is getting quietly snuffed out.
A little bit.
Painfully, though.
I just don't know that I could look at the guns at me and hear them go fire.
Well, but I would just be like, can I turn around? Can you just shoot me in the back?
Can you whisper the fire and just do it?
Right.
I don't want to hear the ready aim.
Right.
Just somebody just stand there and boop, it's over. So, all right. So no one's picking the electric chair.
No, but you guys apparently want to die a painful death and not just get shot and killed.
I'd like to think I'd like to think they've come a long way with lethal injections.
Don't you think they would have updated
I mean, look how calmly we put down dogs. They just go to sleep real peacefully.
I suppose. I mean, that's not a guarantee. They can't tell us if they're having pain. How do we know? I mean,
'Cause
I
they all
understand sometimes in that particular situation when an animal is suffering, sometimes it is more humane to put them through, if there is pain associated with that, to put them through that versus the long-term pain and quality of life.
Text, I'd take lethal injection on fentanyl. It seems to work well.
Oh,
Well, if you're going that route.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess you just sort of,
get high and go to sleep.
yeah, that's one way to do it.
I don't like. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I understand your firing squad decision. I just, like I said, the whole you're hearing, like, ready?
No. That's where I would turn around and be like, hang on a second, guys. Listen, I know it's about to go down.
I'd be like,
One, can I turn around? And two, can we not count out loud? Maybe hold a finger up.
just do a finger. I don't need to, we don't need to, I don't need the suspense. Maybe you guys do. I don't.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, I gave up on sports jersey.
Why? Because,
Two reasons. One, Jay-Z once said in one of his songs, and I always took it to heart, after 40, don't wear your hat backwards and don't wear sports jerseys. And I always thought, unless I'm doing like manual
that might be
labor.
the best advice he's ever given.
Yeah. He said after 40, the hats go forward and no more sports jerseys. I thought to myself, yeah, you know what? Unless I'm going to a game or unless I'm like maybe doing yard work or lifting, the hat should probably be turned around. I'm a grown ass man now.
I know, but here's the thing. Like my husband.
Not to cut you off, but that and the other reason is because in today's sports, especially football.
Yeah. The turnover's crazy.
You buy a guy's jersey, he's on another team in 2 years. So if I'm going to buy a jersey now, it's going to be a classic of a Brian Urlacher or Walter Payton, someone that like was always a Bear. You see that number and name, you know exactly who it is. Like if I was a Browns fan, I'd go get a Bernie Kosar.
Yeah, because
or Jim Brown.
He'll always be.
Yeah, it's Bernie.
It's Bernie.
So it's tough to get. Like for kids now, it's tough. Even like NBA.
Yeah.
You're on 7 different teams before it's over.
My son last year wanted a Nick Chubb jersey, and we kind of like held off and even he kind of was like, maybe I'll pick somebody else because like, what if he comes back, but he doesn't come back? You see what I'm saying? Like he was worried about that. And I'm like, but did you like him before? You're still going to like him no matter what. He was a beast. He still is. No, I was going to say, don't discount the whole hat thing. My husband's 48 and he still turns his hat backwards.
But probably when he's out doing yard work.
Or like he was framing for drywall.
You guys don't go out and he's got a hat on backwards.
No.
Right. Like if you're out like hanging out or at a barbecue with friends, he's probably got the hat face forward. Yeah. If he's wearing a hat.
Yep. It's usually when he's working.
Right. And I understand that. You're out in the backyard working. I get that. But I'm talking about if you're wearing a hat out to a public place, I think it's got to be face.
But my point is that your significant other might like your hat backwards. So don't discount it. When you're at home.
But I that's one thing Jay-Z says, like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't be, rocking a LeBron James jersey in my 40s. Mm-hmm. Hey, guys. You know what I mean? Hey, grown-ass man. Nice jersey. Way to wear it at Applebee's. Let me see. Lauren, I have 2 Dutch ovens. I use them both more than any other pot or pan. I don't have a lot of stored, so I store them in the oven. The possibilities are endless with a good Dutch oven.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've read so many good things, and a lot of the recipes and the people that I follow, like on YouTube and TikTok and all that kind of, like, I'm like, I need one. I need a good size Dutch oven so that I can see. I work with a 5-year-old.
You need a good size Dutch oven. I heard everything you said.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
I knew it. I even prefaced it. I'm like, I'm not telling you because you can't handle it.
Have I laughed once?
It's the silent smile.
It's
staring at me. I know exactly what you're thinking.
It's good to know what you want for Christmas. If I get you for Secret Santa, I know what to get you. I can pull that off this early in the morning easily.
Yeah.
Easily. I still remember the day you falsely accused me of passing gas in here. You had to apologize.
Well, somebody did something because Jake smelled it.
Yeah,
too.
I don't know what that was.
But you both know. I literally tell you both anytime I pass.
Maybe because you do it so much. Like you forgot that you did it. Didn't realize it.
Sam's Club has a huge Dutch oven on sale.
Really?
Go to Sam's Club. Put yourself a Dutch oven at Sam's Club.
Okay. I've got a Sam's membership. Sam's and Costco. BJ's is about to lapse after this holiday season. I'm good let it.
So do you agree with no sports jerseys and hat backwards after 40? Not like forever. I'm talking about for general.
Are you yes.
I'm not talking about backyard work.
Okay,
I'm talking about you and your husband are going to the
Unless we're going to a Browns game, then I don't care if he throws a jersey on.
exactly like if you're going to a Cavs game, a Browns game. But if you guys are going to Costco, and and Tony came out with hat backwards and a LeBron James basketball jersey to go, would you be
if
like?
If he came out hat backwards, I'd be like, who did you see in there that you were trying to impress? That's what would happen. It would legit be a Costco parking lot fight.
Your husband is 40 or older. You're like, hey, we're gonna go to Target. All right. He comes out, hat backwards, basketball jersey on.
No.
Are you cool with it?
No. First of all, it would never get that far.
Ladies, I want to
He'd walk out to the car to go somewhere. I'd be like, what are you wearing?
Ladies, would you be cool with that? If your husband is 40 and up, you're getting ready to go to name the store. You're going somewhere in public. He comes out, cargo shorts.
No.
Basketball jersey, hat backwards. He's 40 or older. Cool with you or go back and change?
I feel like the natural transition after 40 from a sports jersey is just wear Nike gear or
the hoodie.
Something like that. Yeah. That's totally acceptable.
I'm just curious. And who rocks? I'm just curious what you guys think. Asking you guys cringe things you've done. Trying to impress someone. I don't care if you go from now all the way back to when you were a kid. Said we do ours. I can tell you right now. One thing I remember doing this was middle school, me.
Yeah.
In my kitchen. I believe I played over the phone from my tape player. Bon Jovi, I'll Be There For You for a girl on the phone.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
No! Just thinking about it makes me want to run away.
I get it.
Just thinking about it.
You know what? That was sweet, Christian, though. How old were you?
It had to be junior high.
Okay, so yeah, you were really young. You were a baby still.
No excuse. And that, if you want to know how old I am, I held my house phone up to my tape player.
Well, what other option did you have
in case
then?
You want to know how old I am. It was called a house phone, everyone. You had this phone
landline.
A landline. Google that if you want to know how the settlers lived in America. That was probably one of mine that came to mind immediately.
Okay.
I played I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi on the telephone to a girl I like.
Solid.
What do you think yours is?
So back in high school, the football players would pick somebody every week to wear their jersey.
Ooh.
But if you wore their jersey, you made them a box. Did you guys have that?
No. We had the cheerleaders made the senior boys
we did that
their
too.
Lockers and get candy. Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the box situation. So the box would be all their favorite stuff. So it'd be candy and cookies and brownies.
Okay.
And there was a guy that I really, really liked. So I made him boxes. We never dated, but I wanted to.
Multiple boxes?
I think I did it twice. And then I was like, this is crap.
What'd you put in it?
I baked brownies. I got his favorite candy.
Oh, man, all that effort?
Yeah, for really nothing.
You thought the box was going to be the way.
Yeah, I thought maybe it could be the tipping point. I was hoping.
And he's going to be like, I got to be with this Lauren girl. Look at all these brownies and candies.
Yeah, we were just friends.
Did he even say thank you?
Yeah. He said thank you, but it was
anything.
Right. He's like, thank you. And then someone else would walk around with his jersey on. Not me.
Oh, man. All right, Jake, what do you got?
I don't think it might count anymore, but I remember in middle school, I DM'd this girl that I liked because we were friends for a year and then she stopped talking to me completely. Mm-hmm. And so I just sent her a red picture of just a red screen, and I like poured my heart out to her over a DM, and I never got a response.
Wait. What do you mean you put a red screen?
Look, you have
Like a red background.
Yeah. Like I think at the time on Instagram, you had to put like a picture with it.
Yes.
You couldn't just like send a DM.
Oh, and you like?
And I didn't know what the picture should be, so I just put like a red screen or something.
Yeah.
Like, and then
For love.
Can you find that message?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't read it.
I think you
since.
might be able to get up your messages in Instagram.
I'll let you look through it, but I don't. I don't.
And you
I remember pouring my heart out to her and like confessing like that I really liked her, but
did she even write back?
nope.
You got ghosted.
No, come on. No! You know what though? I commend you for going for it.
Thank you.
I commend you for going.
I mean, look
for
at all of us. It all worked out for us.
it. Yeah, obviously we're all doing fine now.
Right.
But
The time it stung.
hey, listen, man.
All I've got to say is the guy that I made the box for, like, I think he's been divorced a couple times. Like,
Screw you, man. Screw you.
you had a chance.
God. Good Lord. Text message. I see some text messages. We'll get to them here in a second. I want to know as you look back in your memory right now, what's the most cringe thing to you that you remember doing to impress or try to get someone you like to like you, or maybe even just someone you were dating, you wanted to like impress them? What's the most cringe thing, in your opinion, you've ever done? They want to work at the zoo.
Why?
I don't know. It always seemed like that whenever you'd ask them, what are you doing? They would always be like, I'm going to be a dental assistant. That was, I felt like, the number one thing if you talk to a erotic dancer that they wanted to do.
Okay, can we talk about the amount of times that you have frequented the
Listen, I would do whatever.
gentleman's club and have had life conversations with your stripper?
More than once.
Okay.
Don't forget, I was the guy trying to avoid spending money.
Oh, you were like the friend.
I would tell. It was so easy to sit and enjoy an evening in a strip club. And I've said this before. If you've listened over the years, you know this. I've said this before. All you have to do, the first one that comes up to you, when she's like, "Oh, how's your day going tonight?" You're like, "Oh, yeah, it's going. I'm broke." As soon as you say that, you can drink all night and no one bothers you. That spreads
perfect.
like herpes. She goes to the rest of the girls.
Don't
He's
go.
broke. He's broke. Don't waste your time, girls. And now you can have a Bud Light and just sit and enjoy some Motley Crue. Telling you,
It's good to know
it works
for my next trip to the
never
strip
make
club.
eye contact. That's the same as when you're walking by the kiosk at the mall with the lotion
Oh my
people.
gosh.
Don't do that. And then also when you hear the strip club, we've done this before. I realize it. It's a rerun. When you hear the DJ say, "All dancers backstage, all dancers backstage," go outside, pretend you're smoking, go to the bathroom, hang out for 10 minutes. They're coming around for that 2-for-1 special. And they come right up to you, whether you want them to or not. So
Why wouldn't you want them
That's
to?
when you go to the
If
bathroom.
you went
If
to
you
the
don't want to
strip
spend
club,
money,
okay.
maybe you went with your buddies because all your buddies wanted to go and you weren't feeling it that night.
So isn't it still like telling, people out standing outside of doors collecting money and stuff? No.
They
Isn't
don't
it the same thing?
They don't normally come outside. It's not like they like come up and down the
I'm
street.
saying when you pass somebody and they're like, "Would you like to make a donut?" And you're like, "No," and it's so easy for you to do. It's harder for you to tell a stripper no that you don't want the 2-for-1.
It is.
Oh, come on.
It's
Christian.
always tougher when Def Leppard's playing in the background. I was like, I'm going to wash my car in and out, then come back and do the yard. Got to cut the grass now. Both neighbors did. Clock's ticking. There's nothing you can do when the neighbors cut your grass. You
have 24 hours to respond.
And they both cut it. And I was like, you sons of... Okay.
At least they did it now and not Saturday.
So, fair. So I drove up to the car wash, which is only about a 5-minute drive from my house. Got there, ready to go. Realized didn't have my wallet.
Oh, that sucks.
Had to drive back.
Yeah.
Then go wash the car. In vacuuming the car, I am a disgusting human. The things that I vacuumed out of my car. But the worst thing I found, and I don't know if you guys have ever found something gross in your cars. I don't know when this happened.
I mean, like petrified French fries, yeah.
Now, I think everyone has McDonald's fries somewhere underneath
somewhere
their seat.
where they're hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yet still look like the day you bought them.
That's fair.
I found underneath my driver's seat, so it was me. All right. A section like this big of a Big Cat Kit Kat bar.
Ew. How did that one slip through your fingers?
Don't know.
Think about it.
I love a Kit Kat. That
I would
would
have
mean
been so mad. I would be like, dang it, I just dropped a huge chunk of chocolate.
if you're familiar with the Big Cat, it's like a stick, like a candy bar.
Yeah.
And it's thick, and it's in like 4 like Kit Kat squares, but it's a straight line.
Yeah.
So that means I didn't even eat a full Big Cat Kit Kat, dropped it, and was oblivious.
And you were like, okay.
It was melted
Oh, God.
to the underneath my seat. So not only did I have to get a napkin to pull it out, I then had to get a wet paper towel, use a water bottle that I also found under my seat, never opened, and wet it to clean that area. I had a damn Kit Kat open underneath my passenger seat, melted. It's your boy.
Yeah.
That will tell you that car inside is as clean as it's been in about a year.
Well, that's good.
Wiped everything off. It's clean. Then I went and mowed the grass. I was mowing grass from around 5:30 till about 8. I mean, I stopped coming at dinner.
Dang.
Our backyard's pretty massive. The front yard is tiny. The backyard, because it's a pond.
I mean, what are we talking about acreage wise? I mean,
I have no idea.
We have about 3/4 of an acre.
I couldn't tell you. What I got. I just know it pies.
Okay.
And the wideness in the backyard's very wide.
Do you milk it because you enjoy it? Just be honest, because I think sometimes
No,
men do.
I do, but not yesterday because I was losing daylight.
Okay.
And by the end, I was pretty much mowing in almost darkness.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was my day yesterday. I found out I had a really gross Kit Kat. It was gross.
My day yesterday was making
It was
dinner
gross.
and then taking my son out to practice driving. And I took him on a main road for the first time. I think he was equally as petrified as I was. But he handled it well. He handled it like a champ. He even turned out into the second lane. Like, we did it. We survived.
That's all you could do. He'll be fine. He'll be driving before you know
He
it.
will, but have you ever noticed, like, well, you probably did. Did the not daughter have her license when you met?
No, I drove with her when
Okay.
with her permit.
So when you were doing that was my point. Like, I was trying to get to that. When you were doing that, do you realize that, like, your voice, like, comes out of your body and you can't even control it, and, like, in pitches that you've never heard before? Not that it was doing that bad. Like, it's because I was so afraid.
She was fine driving at first. She would take some sharp ass turns.
See, it's the
And I'd
smoothing
be
out
like,
of the turn.
Jesus, I think I would just say.
Listen, he's doing really well. When I taught my daughter to drive, who is an excellent driver now, like, she's very cautious. It's all the things you want to see as a parent. She hugged the curb, and I was convinced we were going to lose my side mirror when I was teaching her. Now, she's obviously been driving for a while now, so she's fine at centering up. But he started with those tendencies again last night. I'm like, oh God, I'm not doing this again. Because you're riding on that side, so you're like, you see it coming.
Okay, so have you guys been to the store recently?
Yes.
And no. Like literally, this is brand new. So my favorite store is Target, right? We go to Target often. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or try and lie. Anyhow, why do we have to have sales reps in stores where you're just trying to get your shopping done?
Oh, Sam's Club does that.
Sam's Club does it. I will say Costco's really good about it. There's reps there, but they don't approach you. You have to come to them.
Those Sam's Club people damn near tackle you.
Oh my gosh, it's awful. Well, Target has now allowed reps to be in the back of their store by their cell phones peddling cell phone service plans. And to Target, I say, you suck. I'm sorry. This was the interaction that I had over the course of, I was there a week ago today, and I was there, and I have not gone back yet. And part of it was because of this exchange. I was there a week ago today, and then I was also there the previous Sunday. So Sunday to Sunday to anyhow, it was a few days. It was less than a week. We were approached. She asked what we were paying for our cell phone plan, and I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's so high. Well, it's not. Let me just tell you that. For 5 lines and internet being under $250, it's not. Tries to reorganize after we told her that we're in a contract, completely ignored us, is like steamrolling us to come with her, and finally my husband speaks up, and he's like, we said we're not interested. So we walk away, and I'm there the following Friday with my daughter because Sabrina Carpenter dropped a new album. What? Anyhow.
You got the vinyl?
Yeah. The same woman approaches us, and I said, we already spoke last Sunday. I was here last Sunday. I said, oh, yeah, you were. For sure. I remember. And she's like, well, let's talk about it. And I said, no, I'm going to tell you what I told you then. We're just trying to shop. We're not interested.
Yeah.
She walked away and was like mumbling something under her breath. Listen, I am not the rude one. I am trying to save you time. You're going nowhere fast with me. But moreover, why are these stores allowing sales reps to interrupt the shopping experience in their store? Because it's putting a bad taste in my mouth. I'll tell you what, I'll go to all online shopping. I don't want to be bothered. And I'm not an introvert. Today's hit music, Q92 921 on your Wednesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in, for hanging out with us on your Wednesday morning. Hope it's going great. All right, so let's get into some of the things that you need to know. Let's run it down. Tonight's Powerball jackpot, $69 million. You might want to grab a ticket for that. Also, get this. Last night, there was a Mega Millions drawing. The jackpot was $760 million. There were no jackpot winners. So Friday's jackpot climbs $825 million.
That's a lot of monies.
That's a lot of monies. So maybe you want to grab one of those tickets too. Hey, if you haven't had the chance to go Christmas shopping, maybe you just get these tickets for someone you love, and
Right, yeah.
I mean, you bought it for them, so if they win, I think they could throw you $1 million. Just saying. Lawmakers have reached a bipartisan deal to temporarily avoid a major shutdown, keeping the government open through at least mid-March and boosting disaster relief efforts after hurricanes devastated the Southeast this year. Government funding was set up, and it was also set to run out at midnight on Friday. Thousands of federal employees would be furloughed, and other important resources could be delayed or put on pause if Congress wasn't able to pass the funding extension in time. So glad they were able to avoid that temporary shutdown. Also, Donald Trump has named former NFL star Herschel Walker to be the ambassador for the U.S. to the Bahamas. It's interesting. Interesting pick. Weird fact of the day. If we only lived in Ukraine, because then maybe Christian wouldn't fear spiders the way he does. Did you know that they're symbols of good luck during the Christmas season?
I did not. Why?
I think somebody was like insanely afraid of spiders, and they're like, you know what? Maybe if we say they're good luck, like
It's not so bad. Yeah,
it's not so bad.
that makes sense.
Where's the wisdom for today? All right, are you ready for this? You're gonna have to concentrate hard on this. I'll read it twice. Okay. There is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up. One more time. There is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up. You don't get it.
No.
Seriously. It means helping other people. That's the best exercise for your heart.
I thought okay.
We're not talking like real calisthenics here.
Well, I know, but I thought the best exercise was expressing your love physically.
You're so gross. I cannot believe he's passed this on to you.
But I'm serious though. I thought that's what they said.
I'm sure, but they don't really mean that this is good for your cardiac fitness. Okay, Jake?
Well, I guess so.
Christian, I hope you're happy. If you're listening right now, which I'm sure you're not, but we will get this as a clip and we'll do it as playback because I hope you're happy. Look what you've done.
Look what you made me do.
Oh, boy. Advice of the day. Advice of the day. Harvard study found that journaling about small successes boosts creativity and motivation. Recording your progress, plans, benefits, and rewards boosts perseverance. Cap off your workday by writing down all that you've accomplished, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself and more motivated for tomorrow. You gonna try that tonight?
Or sad because you realize you haven't accomplished anything, and then you go in a downward spiral.
Jeez, Debbie Downer.
It goes both ways, but I think that's a great idea.
Uh-huh. Anyhow, we'll get into some weird news stories coming up, but right now it's Morgan Wallen. Think about me. It's Q92.
A survey or a interview with a Dr. Shazadi Harper, an expert in menopause and hormonal changes affecting libido.
Yeah.
It's been revealed the best time of day to express your love physically.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Do you think morning, afternoon, or night?
Night.
Jake?
Morning.
Jake, the sexpert, is right. It is the morning, apparently.
You got kids. That ain't happening.
Well, it says testosterone levels are high for both men and for women. They're at their highest. Testosterone is the hormone which is predominantly the male hormone that men have, and women have it as well. It is for energy and for alertness, and it causes that sexy feeling. She would say, I would say the morning is a very good time. Testosterone is a hormone produced by the body, and although women produce it, men have far higher levels. So, the best time of the day is right in the morning before you guys start your day. Now, I don't know, do you brush your teeth first?
No. No, actually, yeah.
If you had to guess, and I want you to summarize. Expressing your love physically over the years.
Yeah.
What time of day would you say the average is?
3 a.m.
No, I mean like night, afternoon.
Night.
Yeah. 3 a.m. You have to set an alarm for that? Hope you both wake up, because I would.
No.
Do you stay up and wait for 3 a.m. or do you
No.
go to sleep and set, like I said, you set an alarm?
Just an internal clock that
No,
wakes you up.
You don't. Your body doesn't wake you up for that.
I mean, not
It's
every
3
night.
a.m.,
No.
I must be horny. Jake?
Thank God my daughter's off today.
If you had to summarize, would most of your expressed physical love have taken place at night, in the afternoon, or in the morning?
At night.
That's not to say it doesn't happen at night.
I know. I'm just saying, trying to get a gist of. I'm thinking about myself. I guess if I gotta.
You've never woken up and done the whole
I have.
Okay.
I have, like, daily. And she's like, no. But I guess it'll probably be night too. So apparently, we as humans are not doing this correctly. Not the best time.
I feel like morning's really hard because people get up and go to work in the morning. If it's a weekend, and you have kids, littles get up really early.
They do. And again, this is taking nothing as far as things that could, it's just telling you when the best time is for you. It is in the morning. They want $250K for a house in the hood of Alliance. Listen, I lived in Alliance, and I actually enjoyed living in Alliance.
There's some really nice areas out here.
I had a house in Alliance, and I thought it was very I had no problems, no issues. I did find a Walgreens shopping cart in my yard one day when I came home from work. I will say that happened. Other than that, the apartment complex was pretty much quiet next to me. The older couple next to me on the other side, they were lovely. The car wash always gave me entertainment. You know what I mean?
You got to watch a music video get shot there.
I did see a rap music video get shot there. It was fantastic.
Right. You had a front row
I still
seat.
remember that.
Yeah.
They were on the hood. I was hearing the music, and that was not weird for me because a lot of people blast their music when they're cleaning their car out. So that wasn't odd to me. I've heard
I do that. I turn my car on while I'm cleaning it.
I've heard country music, hip hop, hard rock. I've heard it all
when
I lived at that house in Alliance. But I just happened to get up because the bass was really thumping. I was like, oh. I looked up, and then I see, like, the girl and the guy, and they're dancing, and the guy's running around him with the camera. I was like, wow.
Did you then tape them taping the video?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Yes.
I should have. I saw a car wreck at that car wash.
Oh, boy.
That was fantastic.
What?
A couple. No, I'm not kidding. I watched this happen. A couple. I started to hear shouting. I got a couple minutes. I heard shouting. So I'm like, well, my windows are open. Let's see what we can see.
Nosy Nancy over here
I look
speaking.
across the street, and I see a mother who got out of her car yelling at a couple that are in the car wash stall.
How did you know it was a mother?
Because I saw her. She got out of the car.
Does she just look like a mother, or she had a kid?
Totally like a mother.
Okay.
100% like a mother.
Okay.
She was yelling, and I heard things back and forth, but I couldn't. I made out a few F words, but I heard, I really couldn't tell what was happening. So then I watched him peel out of the car wash stall.
Okay.
Peel out. So much so that he went around.
Today's hit music, Q92, 9:31 on your Wednesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with the Q92 Morning Show. We appreciate you. All right, let's get into some weird news because there is some seriously weird news out there. And maybe some PSAs to some people listening. You might want to listen up to some of this just because, I don't know, it's stuff I never thought about before. And yeah, maybe we can all walk away with a little something out of these people's stupidity. 2 men in upstate New York died from pneumonia. Yeah, you'd think it just that sucks, right? But it didn't have to happen because they used bad feces as fertilizer to grow their weed. Yep, the 64 and 59-year-olds had smoked marijuana tainted with the fungus found in guano, causing deadly lung infections in both men. Happened in Rochester. And surprisingly, these guys were not connected to one another. So there were 2 people that did not know each other that had the idea to try the growing trend of using bat poop to grow cannabis.
Oh.
Didn't end well.
No.
Yeah, we want to stay away from that, guys. Catch this. This is why I don't like hunting. And I know a lot of people do, but just be diligent if you're out there with your guns and your crossbows and all that kind of stuff. Think about this for a second. 58-year-old Virginia man died after being struck by a falling bear during a hunting accident. Yeah, you heard that right. A falling bear. The Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources reported that on December 9th, in Lunenburg County, a group of hunters were all friends, chased a bear up a tree. As they retreated, one of the hunters shot the bear, causing it to fall from the tree limb it was on. It landed on his friend, who was standing about 10 feet from the tree.
Ooh.
Yeah. Member of the group administered first aid until emergency responders arrived, but unfortunately, he later died. Be careful out there. Hey, listen to this. A 106-year-old woman stays young with positivity and Fireball. Yeah, you heard me right. Florence Fireball Flo Hackman just celebrated her 106th birthday at a retirement home right here in Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
She credits her longevity to a positive attitude and her love of Fireball whiskey. Yeah. Hackman's fondness for the cinnamon-flavored liqueur earned her the name Fireball Flo with the company, who even sends her bottles and merch for her birthdays. They did that on her 105th, now her 106th. She continues to embrace life by attending daily happy hours with friends, cheering on the Bengals, and living by her mantra, take it one day at a time and keep moving as long as you can.
That's so sweet.
I know. Happy birthday to Fireball Flo. Here's another kind of PSA. All right. Videos show a moment when a woman was hit by a train
while taking footage with her phone. A tourist survived the collision. All right. Survived the collision on December 14th. She was seen standing inches from the railway track, holding up her phone, smiling, before a train whizzed past, knocked her to the ground. The train driver honked the horn to alert the woman before the front of the carriage connected with her shoulder. Witnesses could be heard, said you could hear screams. They rushed to help her. The 55-year-old woman was bandaged up, went to a nearby hospital. Fortunately, didn't suffer fatal injuries, but let this be a lesson. We shouldn't take selfies near train tracks.
Not feet away from it.
No. All right. And one more feel-good story. Passengers on a United Airlines flight were surprised when the pilot left the cockpit shortly before takeoff to call out a passenger for a very heartwarming reason. Pilot walked back into the cabin to give a big hug to a woman who was his bone marrow donor. Everyone clapped when they learned of the story. This passenger, there was other passengers on the plane that recorded the interaction. The two beamed as they quickly reconnected before the flight took off from George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston, going to Newark Liberty Airport in Jersey on December 14th. Pilot is doing fantastic now. He turned around to tell all those the amazing story. Said, this young lady saved my life. He went on to explain that the woman was a closer donor match than even his living brother. The pilot said that the woman is a true hero. And the plane all erupted in cheers. Had a safe flight to New Jersey. I would have lost my mind. I would have started crying.
Yeah,
This kind of stuff really gets me in the feels, guys. Mm-hmm. It really does. Anyhow, let's do a little, I'm feeling a little Christmassy. Let's do NSYNC. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's Q92.
According to a survey,
yeah,
1,500 singles from Plenty O Fish. Great website.
It was your favorite. That and Christian Mingle, right?
Zeus was my all-time favorite.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of Fish. I always thought that was like the Dollar Tree version of dating apps. I don't care. People are like, well, I found my love on Plenty of Fish.
They used to have a meetup at the 356 Fighter Group.
Is that a bar?
You don't remember the Fighter
I wasn't
Group?
raised here. Remember?
I know that, but it was real.
But
But you worked here when it was still open.
What, did I?
Yeah. It was right out by the airport, and it was like a restaurant, but it was huge, and they used to have like live music out back and dance parties, and they had like a room that had a pool table in it.
And Plenty of Fish people would meet up there.
Yeah.
Gosh darn. That's crazy. Well, according to Plenty of Fish, they talked to 1,500 singles on there. A third of singles have ended a friendship because one of their friends started dating their ex.
Totally believe it.
And you know where this is prominent right now? Young kids.
We talked about that, didn't we?
This is weird to me.
Yeah, you guys had an experience with it,
I don't know if it's a generational thing. I don't understand it because when I grew up, that was a no-no.
Yeah, that's
like,
bro code,
that
man.
Was a no-no. You never tried to date one of your boys' exes. And I feel like now that's all that happens. Like I've learned a lot from Not Daughter and her high school ways and her high school friends. And my nephews now in high school doing their high school things and their high school ways. They just all date each other. They just pass each other around.
Which is gross.
And no one gets mad at anybody. There's no fighting. Like, it is weird to me. I would never have, even go back to high school, my 20s, have gone after a girl that one of my good friends dated. It's a no-no.
Yeah.
You know how much of a no-no it was for my crew growing up? That's right, I said my crew. I had a friend now.
Your crew?
My crew.
Chris's crew?
Yeah. Well, it's never Chris. Came to me. His now wife, might I add.
Okay.
I went to college with her. Mm-hmm. We were good friends in college. We would hang out with everybody from our group, and we were all telecommunications people. We'd hang out. Bro code meant so much back then. Now, keep in mind, me and this girl never dated.
We were just friends.
We were friends, same friend group. My buddy liked her, came to me and asked me if it'd be okay to ask her out. And she was just my friend. That's how much bro code meant back in the day.
Yeah, wow.
Now,
30 years later.
It's like you break up today? Okay, I'll ask her out tomorrow. I'll wait.
Right.
I'll wait till tomorrow.
I'll give her tonight.
I want you to heal.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want you to. I understand.
No, I do believe it. I think
It's
that
weird.
happens more and more. It is weird because listen, that boy was just kissing your friends the other night. Like, it's weird. It's real weird.
Well, how many times when we talk about these topics, someone come in and call in or text in and be like, "Yeah, my girlfriend cheated on me with my best friend.
Yeah, that happens.
My girlfriend slept with my boyfriend." Like, how do you?
Q92. It is 9:51. That's going to do it for us. Thanks, guys, for waking up with us, keeping us company this morning. I know it's getting a little lonelier, but I know we can always count on our early risers to join us in the morning and be here to hang out as we both commiserate together, getting through the mornings, getting one step closer to the holiday, and being here for one another. So we appreciate you so, so much. Tomorrow on the show, we're going to have your chance to win a gift card to 1899 Golf. Listen, guys, this is like, it's $140 value. It's for 2 hours in the golf simulator, up to 8 people. This would make an amazing Christmas gift for someone in your life, or win it for yourself. This would be a great friends get together. I mean, you think $18.99?
It's fun for everybody, even if you don't golf.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Jake doesn't golf, but he likes hanging out at $18.99.
I do.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's just such a nice like environment. They have awesome craft cocktails. They even like use they have a smoked old fashioned that's my favorite. Shout out to $18.99 and their bartenders. Crazy delicious cocktails, local craft beers, wine, whatever it is that you're looking for, shareable small plates. It's a good time. So you're going to want to tune in tomorrow to try and win that, because we're going to have that for you. And we'll get into some holiday stuff as we creep a little closer. I think we could all use some ideas for Christmas, what we need, what we want, what we're getting our loved ones. We'll chat about it. Anyhow, I hope today is an awesome day for you guys. I know it's a little rainy, a little slushy out there. It's a little chilly, but you know, it's December in Ohio, everybody. It's December in Ohio. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Jake, is there any words of wisdom or anything you want to say to the people?
Love you. Bye.
You heard him. We love you. Goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for waking up with the Q92 Morning Show. Right now, it's MGK and Jelly Roll. Lonely Road.